It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop.
Yes. So, welcome to the Kevin Hume Show. And tonight in the house we have Ruan Russian. And Ruan Russian is a regular contributor to the show. A man who come with a wealth of knowledge in a different fields, you know. And a man who very, I'm not saying controversy, because sometimes me and reason and him pop out some things out of the heart as people, as it's like something, him come with something that's a Jado virgin. You know what I mean? You don't know how come with. So it's all good to have a person who not always in agreement with you, but you agree to disagree, as I say.
Yes.
You disagree, you agree, or whatever.
Agree to disagree.
Yes.
Sometimes, but you know, each one teach one. Something when you don't know you teach me, something me don't know you teach me. I just say,
alright.
You know?
So me like the fact that somebody where you contrast, the reason nicer and you can come to agreement. So it's Black History Month and we are celebrating the people who before us and here now who have been doing the things that help people of color to see themselves. Because if we can't see ourselves, nobody else now going to see me. So we have to see ourselves first, you know what I mean? And that's how our youth our grow up, just like the generation before us. Now, you have people who set the groundwork, who've been doing things, and people who have done things and need to get some form of recognition. So, what we are saying now is, tonight, we are going to go over a couple of things, and we have an artist. See? We have an artist, so we have premiere.
Some song and have a over the phone interview. Izel.
Izel.
Yeah, man.
Izel from, where we are from?
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, alright. Izel from St. Thomas, see? So we are going to have Izel on the line, more jive the live, so it will make it sweeter. Talk to him and maybe we can drop a one verse that good. So, but we get to the vegetable that matter, as we say. We want someone to eat meat, I don't eat meat, so we say the vegetable that matter.
Man.
And him said
Just tell him you don't eat meat anymore. He used to eat meat, he stopped, you know?
Okay. Alright. So that's what we are saying right there. So basically that. So this one we play now is from GMA, and it's basically we play it the last time I come on and I play it every time because it's really is the history of Black History Month, like how it come about, you know what I mean? How it come about. Because people hear about Black History Month, some people have all kind of things to say about it, but we don't want to get into that now. What we want to forget is the fact that it is here and we are celebrating Black History Month. And this is the history of Black History.
Today, of course, kicking off Black History Month, and we want to turn now to Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts. We're going to get a little history lesson on this Black History Month, on how this month grew into the celebration that we know today.
February means it's officially Black History Month, a federally recognized celebration that gives every American a chance to reflect on how African American achievements have contributed to U.S. history and how African accomplishments have impacted the world. But what's the history of Black History Month? It all started with this man, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, known as the father of Black history. In the early 20th century, while earning a master's degree from the University of Chicago and a PhD from Harvard, Woodson grew increasingly frustrated with racist representation and the exclusion of African Americans in books and conversations that shaped history. So in 1915, he joined forces to establish the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, which is now known as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. Led by Woodson in 1916, the organization launched the Journal of Negro History, which published African American history and honored the achievements of people with African descent. In 1926, on the second week of February, Woodson and the ASNLH organization launched Negro History Week to promote the study of black history in universities, schools, and the black community. So why February? Their group originally chose the second week of February to include the birthdays of Frederick Douglass, who escaped slavery to become an abolitionist and civil rights leader, and Abraham Lincoln, who signed the Emancipation Proclamation. The growing awareness highlighted achievements in race pride within the black community and gave all Americans a new understanding of black culture. And during the civil rights movement, civil rights workers opened freedom schools in the South, which embraced the week to celebrate the message, among other things. As Black Studies programs spread the movement to universities and campuses across the nation, the week transformed into Black History Month. In 1976, President Gerald Ford officially declared February Black History Month, urging Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Happy.
Alright, so for those of you who did not know, that is where Black History Month come from. And if you follow the show for the rest of the month, we're going to keep playing it, and then that's how people are going to know. So Roshan, introduce yourself again to the people, because a lot of people, even though them see you before a year, you think them still want to know who you be.
Man, you know, carry many hats, but tonight, you know, we are here as a promoter, you know. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know. But, yeah man, can follow the movement, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Run Russian, right across the board, you know.
So like how the pandemic now, and you know, how that affect your promotion business, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you know, promotion, it kind of come to a halt right now, and it's, to me, it's a blessing in disguise, because a lot of things happen, and just because the corona basically slow down with day-to-day movements, you know. So it kind of opened my eyes to things I would have overlooked, you know, the speed and it, you know, of being out there and doing our lives. But on the other hand, you know, entertainment is an avenue for people just kind of relieve them stress of day-to-day life and all of them things there. But a 6 hour and a half does not the other. We shall be outside in the near future, you know?
Alright, so I like how you're optimistic. So 2021 I will bring, going into 2022, things life might come back a semblance of normality, as all them that say.
Believe it or not, you know, we are humans and overcome we shall. It's either we're going to live with it or we're going to figure out to get rid of it, you know, but life have to go back to normal eventually.
Alright, so now, as we said, the program we have lined up now, seeing is a situation where we are going to discuss Black History Month, and we are in tonight we are going to feature one black individual, African descent, and Russian come to talk about that individual, see? So it's a platform to talk about that individual and move on. We're not going to here tonight to talk about the whole family.
Yeah, it's just basically a quick rundown of the individual, and I'll go in depth.
Right, not in depth. So people, the numbers to call is 508-280-3041. If you don't want to take part of the show, just call a number there. We never get to put up on the screen, but it's kind of too late now. It's 508-280-3041. Just make a call, and if you want to take part of the show, if you want to shout out to somebody anything. Now, also, you know, say Russian, he was not come on into this, you know, but some of my fans, them like it. You understand? The horoscope. Hold on. Don't say nothing yet, sir. Don't say nothing yet, sir. Alright. As we say, if you believe in aliens, you can't believe in horoscope, and if you believe in horoscope, you might as well believe in Duppy. No, the horoscope is for the people them who believe say a sign where you're born and have something to do with you. We may debate that a lot of times, so whether you debate it tonight, but more you're 2 cents every time for it. If eventually we not trying to convince you, but we don't know what you think as we go along. So tell me what you think. This month is the month of we're in the month of February, and the sign of February is hold on, February, alright, from January 21st to February 19 is Aquarius, alright? So in between that period is Aquarius. So what say you now? Before me can read up them Aquarius people, I don't know.
Yeah. Before me say anything else, I want to big up the MBHS crew who are checking right now on the live, you know? Yeah man, respect. Me, I gotta say this every time about the horoscope. There is no way you can have so much people born in such short space of time and one general statement go for everybody. It's unbelievable. I mean, if a person chooses to believe in the horoscope to the fact, say, they believe everything that it says goes according to their life, so be it. But that's my stand on the horoscope. It can't mean the same thing for everybody.
Alright, so anybody want jump in on any on the topic that we will touch, you can call me 508-280-3041. Alright, if you just wish to just listen, fine. Alright, so now, let me tell you what them say now about the people.
Here I go on. Anybody this corresponds with your day or week, let's hear from you. And who is Aquarius and it doesn't coincide with your day or week, we want to hear as well. So,
alright, so first of all, happy birthday to anybody who have birthdays tonight or the birth week. Because some people celebrate the week, you know.
Yeah.
So if it's a birth week, happy birth week. Alright. So, alright.
Some of them celebrate the month, you know.
There's the whole month?
Yeah.
Alright, happy birth month. Alright, we're going to the vegetable at the bottom now. So, Aquarius, alright? They are saying that Aquarius meet with friends easily. Them easily, if Aquarius come in our room, it's easy for the Aquarius person to light up the room, get involved, know everybody in a short period of time. When they take an next person, the next person are more reserved. Aquarius coming in the room is as if them know everybody already. Alright, that is one of the traits. Also, them say them like outdoor, like riding and running, and them always outdoors, the outdoors set of people, alright? Also, them as in every horoscope what I read, them say these people like having sexual intercourse, alright? So I don't know, like having sex. Now, if these things are true, and these are just few other things, I'm not going to read everything because the show of continuous. That's just a gem tonight. Alright, so that is that there.
So, alright. Me want to ask you a question now. See, that where you just read out for Aquarius, right? Don't that could be for anybody. Like a Aries, a Sagittarius, or whoever your sign may be. That could have go for a general statement for everybody.
No.
That's my problem with the horoscope. You see, if the horoscope they tell you, say, if you're an Aquarius, this is your time to be lucky, and 20 people buy the lotto and win, I believe in the you know, I believe in
so if the horoscope said if there's a Aquarius, over with Aquarius,
yeah,
and you buy that and win, so you don't believe
no, if them say it's your turn to be lucky in life, or you know, something to that effect, and remember, you know, millions of people are Aquarius right now, and I just said 20. If 20 somebody buy the lotto and then win and share the money, and then say them an Aquarius, I believe in the it's horoscope, you know.
Alright, so well,
until that happens, understand, you know.
Alright, so for the horoscope people, somebody takes it and say they are Aquarius, and then they believe. Well,
somebody. Well, once somebody can talk for all.
No, but the first. Oh, you mean once somebody can talk for all?
No, wait. I did not finish.
Right.
I did not finish it.
Right.
Because somebody said, yes, but the whole part go having sex. But a lot of people have different, zodiac signs enjoy having sex too. So that's just a general statement.
We even can go as far as tell you the person who Aquarius better
Match with,
But we could not go there. We could not go there because
because
you see the skepticism right there. So let's.
That don't make no sense there.
Alright, so remember, so we have an artist and we're gonna play the artist song now, and then just to make you know, say the artist out there, right? We're playing the song we're gonna play for him, and in the next like 5, 7, 8 minutes, he will join me. See, but for now we're gonna play a tune and take a bit.
Hosanna, this is Isaiah with a new banger.
Check that.
Them call me Fresh Prince. From a band means a boy love the best things. Work hard for them want me, no big drinks. Son of boy now no girl with semences can't control my senses. Me no show teeth, identities. Right now me will trust some of these friendship. Them bad mind, them red, yeah, envy. Carry news and tell life will look trendy. Them same one try sell me, what else ya go tell me? Me have a different kind of heart, make ya selfish. Me a real box, I'm a bad boy, ya apprentice. Them a stylish, me chop up, authentic. And wise, them can't tell me. Me do me one thing, and me no follow man. Me know if it up a jealous, and me mother one. Me da dread if you know have a plan. Right now, me say me ready for a marathon. Big up me dog belly, big up.
Come on, we pull it up one more time from the top.
Yes.
The Isel, one called Fresh Prince.
This is Isel with a new banger. Them call me Fresh Prince. From a band means a boy love the best things. Work hard for them
Isel, check in for the life. Big up yourself.
Son of boy now
All
no
them
can with
BHS
senses
deal.
can't control my
Yeah,
senses.
King
Me no
Kid
show
Records.
the identities. Right
Stand
now
up,
me will
you
trust
don't
some
know.
of these friendship. Them bad mind, them red, yeah, envy. Carry news and tell life will look trendy. Them same one try sell me, what else ya go tell me? Me have a different kind of heart, make ya selfish. Me a real box, I'm a bad boy, ya apprentice. Them a stylish, so me chop up, authentic. And wise, them can't tell me. Me do me one thing, and me no follow man. Me know if it up a jealous, and me mother one. Me da dread if you know have a plan. Right now, me say me ready for a marathon. Big up me dog belly, big up Canada. R.I.P. Prince in another land. I wish you that day, and me say God. Take from school, yes, I have it on me, yeah. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me the Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me the Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me the Fresh Prince. I do we have a clean heart, and not just with clothes clean. Show up and make the blessing floating. So you have the street smart, ambition alone win. Just set your goals and then look over it. Do not make nobody tell you say you can't do it. Just believe in yourself and tell yourself you're gonna reach. See, when money them out, them don't sleep. Teach them get before me and get your face. Don't she just speaking as if she don't live. Cause it don't give you this sweet, this a love she asks it. I will lucky with the oxygen car win. Everywhere we go, they and them start scream. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, them call me.
Alright, the man's them calling the Fresh Prince. We have some more songs for play for the Virginia, but me have to play about that song before the night.
Yeah, man.
And this have to end the show. That's why that song hit me. Yo, hear me now.
I hit the Arsenal road, man.
Yeah, you know. And because me there so, but me I tell you say, you see when the man catch the rhythm, Virgin, when other part catch me at the song, you know. When the man catch the rhythm, because me listen to the thing, you know, in my car and the man catch me the say wait. The man just jump on it like
Yeah, fully effect, you know?
yeah, it's a good look. It's a good look. A song if we play all about at the club. And it's just well, you see right now with the internet the song I'm go out there And then when the music start again at the club and the thing, you don't know most of them songs are gonna play.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so why you link up artists? So Ruan, you want to tell about who you come to talk about tonight?
Yeah, man.
Alright, so we give you the floor to talk about the artist, the person who you all talk about and thing. So for those of you who just joined the live, this is Kevin Hume show and in collaboration with Ruan Russian tonight. You know, Ruan Russian is a contributor for the show. I always come on and give me a strength. You know what I say? So there's a strength for your strength. I'm all the people who want to see the show, enough respect for joining the Kevin Hume show, because you don't know a long time we are doing it and the people they tell you how to do it. So everybody, we are respect and send it out. So right now, at the part where we talk about black history, we're going to highlight a black person in this black history space. So, Virgin.
Yeah, man. My icon in a Black History Month to talk about is, might surprise a few people, but it's Jay-Z. And the reason why I pick Jay-Z is this is the closest example to perfect for making it out from nothing to become a giant in the world. They're known all over the world, and you know, if everybody know the story about Jay-Z, you don't know, you're gonna try give a quick run through, you know. Born in the projects, Brooklyn, Marcy projects, you know. Just like an average youth, you know, him start out on the bad track eventually with a whole heap of hard work and, you know, little bit of luck. Because luck I feel nice too. I feel no way. Little bit of luck become the mogul that he is today, you know. I mean, a lot of people know Jay-Z for his music. Me personally, I like to listen to Jay-Z speak about just life in general. Because he drop a lot of gems and he put a lot of things into perspective for a lot of youths where basically he was in their shoes at some point in time in life. And enough time people like to give us examples of people who achieve greatness through traditional means, you know, going to school and everybody now go really make it that way. And this it for me is hope for a lot of youths who fall short of being able to get a traditional education and living that perfect life per se, with, you know, having a meal every night, going to them bed and having a roof, and a lot of youths out there where them now have no hope, basically. A lot of things now go right for them, but Jay-Z is a perfect example. Because at one point, Jay-Z was a drug dealer, running from the law, all kind of things. And end up even shooting one brother one at a time. A lot of things. Like me say, if you sit down and talk about the whole thing, it would be a long talk. But long and short, Jay-Z is, Jay-Z is, to me, 90% street smart, 5% lucky, and you know the rest. The next 5% breakdown, you know, everything else. But there was this one quote from Jay-Z that I listened to, and it kind of made me look upon life in a whole different light. I'm going to make on hear it out in his own words, so everybody can hear it for themselves.
Yeah, and it's funny you come and say Jay-Z, because people who know me know me as a Jay-Z. Am I rapper that, you know what I mean?
Real
when we talk about rapping, is Jay-Z we talk about, you know what I mean? Is no other rapper. It's Jay-Z and then whoever, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we like DMX too, but it's Jay-Z. But we're glad to say that you're like a person who is conventional. Where, you know, it's not the everyday person where people will say, well, you know, people talk about Black History Month, the first thing them jump on is Mr. Garvey, them jump on Mr. Luther King, them jump on Farrakhan, them jump on the people them who, well, I mean, these people, there's nothing to take away from these people because they've done what they have done. But we need to talk about some other people too, because there's other people who do some great works. So make we hear what Jay-Z has to say.
Yeah, and I mean, to add to what you just said, a lot of people might, the first thing come to their mind are those kind of people. And not to take anything away from them, but we have to highlight other people too and give the youth them somebody else to look up to, because a Martin Luther King and a Marcus Garvey and a lot of those people, from a youth hear those names call him and say, oh, me can't do that, because that take a lot from an individual to take on a monumental feat what them do, you know?
Yeah.
So we give them something closer to home where them basically can see. Step by step.
Brilliant.
And how this person move from point A to point B over the years, you know? Where them grew up listening to, hearing and, you know, basically all of them something. So this is a quote.
What I believe is like, don't listen to anyone. Everybody's scared. Everyone tells you how things worked out, but it worked out for you that way. I mean, and then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So they just projecting, they're putting things that they don't believe that they can do on you. My uncle, he was telling me like, my uncle said I never sell 1 million records. I sold 1 million records like 1 million times. So he was, I'm sure I'm his nephew. I don't think he meant any malice.
He wanted the best for you, but
he just was projecting his fears and things that, are you crazy? How are you going to do that? How? I'm sure there's things that I do now that he can't believe that I was able to accomplish. But he couldn't even see it at the time. So he was just projecting, putting his fears on me. So the whole thing is just, and always believe you're great, even before anybody else believes it.
Wow.
What I believe is like...
Play it again, man. Play it again. Just like when you pull up a tune.
Yeah, man. I say, for y'all who never catch it the first time, hear it again.
Like, don't listen to anyone. Everybody's scared. Everyone tells you how things worked out, but it worked out for you that way. I mean, and then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So they just projecting, they're putting things that they don't believe that they can do on you. My uncle, he was telling me like, my uncle said I never sell 1 million records. I sold 1 million records like 1 million times. So he was, I'm sure I'm his nephew. I don't think he meant any malice.
He wanted the best for you, but
he just was projecting his fears and things that, are you crazy? How are you going to do that? How? I'm sure there's things that I do now that he can't believe that I was able to accomplish. But he couldn't even see it at the time. So he was just projecting, putting his fears on me. So the whole thing is just, and always believe you're great, even before anybody else believes it.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, brother.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that's one of the most important things in our life. Believing in yourself. Because nobody knows see your dreams but you. And it's up to you to make your dreams a reality. No matter what, everybody are going to have something to say initially. But you know what you're capable of and always stick to your thinking and your dream. Never make nobody discourage you. Make nobody tell you what it can or what it cannot be. Because everybody have to do them thing in a them own timing. So if somebody else try something and it never work for them, that no means it's not going to work for you.
Alright, so with that say boy, I tell you, so Jay-Z is a man we can't play, honestly, we can't play a Jay-Z because chances we might get.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're going to avoid playing a Jay-Z song. But we do our artists, our get as great as Jay-Z or even greater. And the artist is IZ.
IZ. Yeah,
IZ.
man.
So IZ, we want you come on for live, you know.
And call in for the number for calling, you know, brother.
Yeah.
548.
Come.
Join the live.
Well, you join the live. We can join the live. But anybody want to talk to me, just call the phone number. And like when you do that, I want to send a shout out to some people. I want to shout out to Camille. I want to shout out to Jeffrey Walker who are tuning in. I won't put name, but yeah, some people who them not left with. Them always up on the show. You see Christine Walker. See, when you get the name card, you get no problem, you know.
Yeah, don't miss out somebody.
Yeah, miss out somebody. And also, remember, say we still have to go check Crazy Chef Crazy Chris.
Crazy Chris.
We still have
Like
like
crazy creative kitchen, you know?
Still, I will make that move there, but you don't know him. I prepare something and Crazy have a whole party I go on. And when him ready, he will bring me in. You know, be a vegetable. The night I become Crazy, you know, so I be a vegetable. I cook.
Yeah, man, you have to cook piece of pork for
No. You see
Rasta thing,
you see them jerk pig tail when you see I go on the Rasta. We don't depend on them jerk pig tail thing there. Yeah. Alright, sir. So, meanwhile, we are waiting for the artist to join. We're going to hear him song. We can hear this before. You know?
Hosanna. This is I said with a new banger. Them call me Fresh Prince. From a band means a boy love the best things. Work hard for what me want, me no big drinks. Son of boy now no girl with cemences. Can't control my senses. Me no show teeth, I them this. Right now we need to trust some of these friendship. Them bad mind, them reggae, yeah, envy. Carry news and tell life, it look trendy. Them same one try sell me. What else ya go tell me? Me have a different kind of heart, me can't selfish. Me a real talk, some bad boy apprentice. Them a stylist, me chop up, authentic. And wise them can't tell me. Me do me own a thing and me no all a man. Me know if me drop a jealous and me mother one. Me da dread if you know have a plan. Right now me say me ready for a marathon. Big up me dog belly, big up Canada. R.I.P. Prince in another land. I wish you that day and me say God a God. Take from school years I every tell me yeah. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince. I do we have a clean hand. I not just with close clean. Show up and make the blessing floating. So you want be street smart. Ambition alone big. Just set your goals and then love off it. Do not make nobody tell you say you can't do it. Just believe in yourself and tell yourself you gon' reach. See, when money them work them don't sleep. Deep them get up for me and skin your face. Don't she just speak you know so she don't live. Cause the dirty you this sweet. This a love she ox fit. I will lucky with the opposite can't win. Everywhere we go they got them start scream. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince. Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince.
I have enough.
Them call me Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince them call me the Fresh Prince. From a band me say boy I love the best things. Work hard for what me want, me no big jinx. Son of boy now no girl with cemences. Can't control my senses. Me no show teeth, ya dentist.
Whoa. Yeah man, Fresh Prince.
Black History Month.
Alright. Oh, that the Fresh Prince. Alright. So, brethren, welcome to the Kevin Hume Show. See? Yeah man, and you don't know that the house we have, Ruan Roshan. So,
Yeah, man, I say out, my bro.
yeah, right. So, yeah, right. You know me, I say now. It's like a center must take over before me.
Yo, brother, tell him say what time you never believe me. Been doing it.
Yeah. Alright. Me and the man is about back, and me come from Portland originally, you know. And me and the man is about back to Portland, but what's I don't know, me not about to challenge you again, Rasta.
That's where I lead. We lock them. We lock them.
Send them as a lead, you know. Alright, sir. So now that you're here, you know what? There's a lot of things to talk about, but before we go into anything else, that song here, what you have right, that's all, what me have play. Virgin, a long time a song no grab me. The song grab me, Virgin. Because people say all kind of song come give me now, we listen to it. And you know, we listen to the big song them too. But that song here, it just grab me. You see the way you jump on a rhythm there. How you make that song here? Tell me about that song here before before you even tell the people about yourself. Tell me about that song here.
Well, to tell you the truth, that's a reality, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything we are doing is like speak the truth and do the right thing. You know what I say? I just experience, man. Yes, I have an experience and what we've been through. And you don't know, as if you listen to something like that, something where, some real thing, some real youth where you can pass off, you don't know the thing, I can say, alright, be Prince. Pick up yourself anywhere you're in, brother.
Yeah, man.
So, that's it.
Come here, you say a certain man that day.
Yeah, man, Prince, I'm telling you, one of them are school mate, I go to school, and a real thing, man, everything in that song, real.
That's why we even create a platform. Big up them HSD ones, them, I don't know, big up the whole team. See them, big up the whole eyes and fans, right across the globe, you don't know the thing. So, we always try to maintain a real and positive energy. So, it's even explainable to even myself sometimes, guys. It's just the real thing I come out of it, where I escape from it, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm going to skip down to really and put things together the right way, guys. I just how it going, we can't hide from that. You see?
Alright, sir. So now that you say that, I mean, we jump the interview now because the song, I say the song hit me. So just tell the people about yourself now and then we get down the vegetable and the matter.
Yeah, man, I said it's just a real humble, don't know, jovial person to get to know I said, really, you see what I said? So, we love music from school days, you know, we are doing things from way back when. My friend and I been doing for the next and we are doing music. And you see what I said, big up Alex, big up Tyler, big up the whole team, as they say, they don't know MBHS, day one. Feel like, you see what I mean? I understand, Russian, big up yourself, you know, bro, you know the thing, you know. I understand, just give thanks to the energy and the strength and you see what I said? Yeah, man, it was a real youth out of St. Thomas, we are doing music, man.
So which part of St. Thomas you from?
You know me originally from a place called George, you know, Trinity side. Don't press on my place, straight.
Okay. That when you go like
St. Thomas is our place.
Yeah, but Trinity feel like when you go Morant Bay and go up the hill there. The other side there.
Yeah, man.
Alright. Cool. Me have a virgin who I watch you from St. Thomas, Virgin BLA. Denny come from Port Morant, original Port Morant Virgin too, you know? Him a watch me now too, so.
Oh my God, I'm a man that Jesus.
I have heard, alright, so I'm good on with the eye too. So anyway, so
Yeah, man. One know how long I did the music and the musical journey, how far it there and everything, you know?
Well, from the know myself, I do music, you know. From the other church, you used to take this stand, see me, whole I write them, concert them. You see what I said? So from when I was school, it just, they don't see me over there at school and we have to do the thing with lovely DJ style, DJ, Professor Nuts and Bounty Kid and so what if I DJ with Ninja Man, I love the place, being the man. You see what I say? Don't know me, one of my hands. You see me? So, you don't know we are doing music forever. From I know myself I just music until now and the music I go on. Greater and greater, I say it's for me and grow, advance in all it. You know, we can do the thing right here. Do some good things. So that's it. So just give thanks.
Yeah, man, so a two question in one still, but why you see the short term, why you work on in a short term and in a long term, you say about the next 2 years, where you want to see yourself in the industry and everything, because you don't know at the end of the day, we have to talk things into existence, you know, brother? We have to set the bar and, you know?
Yeah, for real. I don't know anything else but to say. We stay positive and we stay real, we stay true to ourselves. So, you know, we just try to do the right thing, try to make things stand and you see what I say. So, even if you don't know which it's an everlasting thing, because we tell you we have the music long time, you know. You see what I say, and we still don't get the grace, but we have to fight. So, you understand? We just see that we advance and we tell you very good. It's a thing when you don't understand the business side of the music.
man, every time you take piece of flame and go and walk with it, for real.
So you're right the St. Thomas wave, sir.
Well, from you follow music and watch music, you don't know the music scene going in Jamaica. The music travel. In the last leg of it, I'm going to be did of it. Now St. Thomas turn, you know? So you man them we have the talent of us, you make your side at the time we have now, you know?
So